usual starting place for my vlogs, but I did the school run in my new car this morning, and it is hailing, and I don't think it's going to stop for the foreseeable. So I just thought I would chill out here and start my vlog in a completely different place to normal. It's Monday, so that is food shop day. So I'll be going to collect that. I mean, normally I would do it straight after walking the dog, but honestly, like, we've just had storm after storm, and I can't describe to you how strong the winds are and how bad the hail is out there. It's awful. So I don't know if I'm gonna walk the dog, but do need to collect my food shop. Fortunately, I can't stay in the car because I'd be way too early to collect it, and I don't have my bags. But anyway, what do we have for breakfast this morning? Oh gosh, I'm obsessed with this elite combo of cereal. It is these like peanut butter cereals and the light. Oh, the sun's coming out. Oh, I look glowing. And so yeah, it's peanut butter cereal and Lion Bar cereal in a bowl. Chef's kiss. And Sophia had a much healthier choice of her usual warm wheat bix with bananas and honey. And then in her lunch today, because it's food shop day, she is on rations, and she doesn't see it as rations, she had chicken nuggets with a Kit Kat and a Baby Bell and cucumber, orange and grapes. And then I said to Sophia, are you allowed anything other than like fruit for your snack? And she was like, oh yeah, I'm allowed anything. And I was like, I don't know, because I'd already given her a lot of fruit already, and I don't have much left in the house. But after speaking to another mum, I've been assured they're only allowed fruit for their snack. So she's also got an apple. Okay, the sun, I've never had a cold sore in my life. And I just got my first one today. And they really hurt. And I never had them, so I assumed I didn't have the cold sore gene, but maybe I do. Or maybe this baby's gonna have the gene, and yeah, unpleasant. So I'm getting my hair dyed tomorrow. How exciting! I normally do it myself, but I'm gonna go to a salon and get it done and treat myself. So I'm gonna leave now. As I say, it's a brief interlude in the rain, I think, and it'll be a good time to walk my dog. So I will be back shortly. You really want your walk? Have you seen how bad it is out there? Have you seen how bad it is? Okay, let's go. Come on then. It's just finished hailing again. I am under a brolly, but my goodness, this weather is just awful. Hi. I have a really good brolly. I got one of the Fulton ones. They're supposed to be storm-proof. And I'm out in a storm, so we'll see. Good boy. Oh my, that was snatchy. We are home and dry now. I've got about 15 minutes before I need to get the food shop, so I'm going to try and clear up the kitchen. I didn't clear up after last night's roast, nor this morning's breakfast. Hello. What do you want? He wants to go back out into the garden, but there is absolutely no chance. You'll get blown away, sausage. Everything's looking a bit cleaner now. I've changed my tablecloth and my kitchen looks marginally better. So now I'm gonna get my food shop. Got my bags for life, and there's a gap in the rain, so win-win. But whoever did my food shop was not the most intelligent of people, and my substitutes are annoying. So I need to go in and get a few bits too, but yeah, at least it's not currently raining. So as I'm loading this week's food shop into our car, I noticed that the double cream and the bleach has split everywhere and gone over my food shop, which is vile. So I had to go in the store to replace everything that was covered. And I picked myself up some pastries for the drive home because there was a crash on the dual carriageway, which meant I was going to be sat in a lot of traffic. And look how windy it was when I opened the front door. So I made myself a little cup of tea to drink while I put away this week's food shop. And I will now show you everything that I bought. Oh my goodness, you guys. Sorry if you can hear the wind in the background. This is an old house and it is so windy. But this is this week's rather large food shop. I'm running so behind because it took me forever to get home in that traffic and just wiping the cream off everything, because I did still take some things that I could just wipe the cream off, like the mushroom pack and this. Still a blooming nightmare though. I'm also really glad I remembered to get those in the food shops because they come in so handy. Like if I bake a batch of cookies or flapjacks and give my friends some, they're so handy to put them in. What else have we got? Are you tired? You keep yawning in the background. What else have we got? Oh, these. Sophia had her first. I don't know why first, because I don't deprive her. Chocolate mini roll at a party yesterday, and she loved it. So I thought I'd get her some of those. They've put the price of these ketchups up. They used to be £1.60, now they're £2. So I've bought 2 because they're probably only going to go up again. And by the way, this ketchup is delicious. I do really highly recommend it. Unless you're from where I live, and then don't go buy too much because it'll be out of stock. And this is pretty much everything. So I'm going to drink that cup of tea I just made and put this all away and then try and catch up on my busy day. I think next week I need to do a pantry clear out video. That's my ironing board there. So it is an absolute state in here. And I could do with getting it done before the baby arrives, really. Yeah, it's blooming awful. And I need a new ironing board too. I've had this one for probably about 14 years and it's now, well, just the cover and that bit there's given up on me. I just made myself some toast for my lunch and then I will show you what I'm cooking up in the kitchen today. It's hailing again. Just feels so constant at the moment. And last night it was thunder and lightning all night. Anyway, let me show you what we've got here. My poor dog honestly is terrified. And I'm like low-key terrified too. My video's not gonna do this weather any justice. Also, these mushy peas, they're for my mother-in-law's birthday today. It's okay. Look at it. Oh my, oh literally. Oh, there's someone outside walking their dog. Poor thing. Right, sorry. Oh, and this is what we bought my mother-in-law for her birthday. She loves cozy clothes more than I do, so I'm gonna hide the mushy peas in this pocket. Right, let's go back into the kitchen. Excuse me, and I'll show you what I'm making. So I've got here the carcass from yesterday's roast chicken, and I'm going to make a really simple stock with it in the slow cooker. So I've got some carrots, onions and some ratty looking rosemary, and I'll put some salt and pepper in there too, and that I'll show you in a minute will make a delicious stock. In my slow cooker we've got the chicken carcass, the carrots, salt and pepper, and I would put some more herbs in but I ain't going outside to get them. I'm going to fill this now with water, turn it onto low, and by tomorrow morning this will be a delicious stock. And I'll link everything below, like my recipe below, if that's something you want to try. I wanted that to be really aesthetic, but I couldn't find how to put the lid on. Okay, that's now done. So as I said yesterday, we had a roast dinner and I'm going to make a pie with the leftovers. So we had chicken and gammon, so that's all in there. There are some leftover veggies in here which I'll add to the pie. Will you focus? And in here, will you please focus, I saved the delicious chicken fat. Oh, and I'm going to add some mushrooms in too, but I'm going to keep them big because my little girl hates mushrooms, so she can pick them out. Oh, I'm going to start off by frying this onion in this fat and maybe a little bit of olive oil. Just look at all this goodness. So there is a little bit of oil in there, and I'm going to add this now. They've been sizzling away for about 10 minutes. So now I'm going to go in with these chopped little shroomies. They've cooked beautifully. So now I'm going to go in with the leftover veg and the leftover meat from yesterday. So that's just frying off in there. And I'm actually pleased there's still quite a bit of meat left, so that'll be good for sandwiches and snacks and stuff. Or feeding to the dog maybe. That bit fry. There you go. Good boy. So once that's cooked a little bit, I'm just going to make a little cider sauce to go inside the pie with this. So I'm just going to cover this with about a tablespoon of this flour and give that a really good mix in. Stop sizzling now because the flour is so cold, it's taken the temperature of the pan down. So that's all stirred in nicely. So I'm going to go to the fridge now and grab some cider. I've got some Thatcher's Haze and a little bit of, can you see if it'll focus? Yesterday's gravy. And they're both going to go in. Oh my God, why is nothing focusing? In there. And as you can see, we now have a lovely, delicious sauce. So I'm going to turn the heat down on that now so it can cool. No, I want to turn it off actually. Turned off. And now I'm going to make my pastry top. Well, I say make, but I cheated and I've just bought some puff pastry. So I'm going to roll it out, big enough to cover that. And hopefully I'll have enough to like cut out some like hearts or stuff. Ah, my baby just kicked really hard. Oh, took my breath away. Ah, still hurting to make some like hearts and stars to go on top. That is all done and egg washed and ready for the oven. So if you're a regular Monday follower, you'll know that my daughter has a cooking class almost straight after school every Monday, which is really tight to get to, but we make it. So I usually pre-make something that my husband can put in the oven while we're there, and then we can come home and enjoy. So that's all ready for him, and I'll just tell him to do some frozen veg on the side. Now I'm gonna, you see my ironing board? I'm gonna do some ironing and wrap my mother-in-law's birthday presents because we've got about an hour, or I have got about an hour before I need to do the school run. Well, I'm thinking I might drive up, which actually means I need to leave earlier to guarantee to get a parking space to make it worth driving. So yeah, I'm gonna have my tea and iron and wrap. Also, I had a phone call from Be My Eyes during that, and I don't know if you're aware of it or not, but it's such a good app where blind people can register, and then you can also register, and then if they've got something they need help with, I'm not sure how it works on their end, but they go through the app and you get a video call from them. So this particular person wanted to know what cream they had in their hand, and it was cocoa butter. So that was it. You just get a video call and I say, oh yeah, you've got cocoa butter in your hand. But I get loads of them. Some people wanted me to know what wines they had because they wanted to make it a nice pairing for their dinner. To read a road sign, or they were walking, they weren't driving. But yeah, all sorts, and it's a lovely app to have. Like, I've had it for years now, and the ratio to blind people to volunteers used to be about 50-50, but now there's nearly 8 million volunteers and less than 1 million blind people. So that's amazing really, because their calls are getting picked up so fast. So if you haven't signed up and you want to give it a go, I really recommend it. It's called Be My Eyes. I'm really gonna crack on now. Also, I'm so excited to get my hair dyed tomorrow, because my hair, I've said this in my last video, my hair is clean, but it doesn't look it because my roots are so dark. Right, I'm gonna crack on. This has taken me 20 minutes to wrap, and I had to use, sorry mother-in-law, excuse me, Christmas paper, because I've got some lovely wrapping papers there, but none of them were like wide enough to go around. Honestly, my dirty jumper. This is actually my husband. Sorry, husband. My poor bump is squashed. Oh God, I don't know if you can hear that wind. It is bright out there though. I don't have much time to do ironing now, so I haven't got anything done today, it feels. Maybe I'll just fold some underwear and stuff instead. I've decided actually I'm gonna enjoy a little cup of soup. Oh my God, I nearly spilt it. And do my, look, it's me and my granddad. I miss him so much. And do my weekly menus, because I just realised I didn't actually even upload last week's. So I'm going to do both of those now. You're right up there, Raph. You on Storm Watch? Yeah. Time to do the school run. Oh, I don't know if you can see I've transferred my drink to a takeaway cup. And I got my wellies on because it is vile out there. Also, massive shout out to this takeaway cup. It's from Dragonfly and Blossom, and it's ceramic and it keeps your drink so super hot. Highly recommend. Just time for a quick snack for Sophia. She's got cheese and breadsticks before cooking class. Yeah? Good girl. Oh, good girl. Oh, lovely rolling.
I like pigs and blankets.
It is a bit. Good girl, that's all right. Put your spoon in. That's it. Well done. Now pass them down.
We're going to put them on the tray in the kitchen. I'm going to add
One more.
and then we're going to put the lid on and then go in.
Well done, and another good mix. Looks good. And then it was home and time for dinner. The pie turned out beautifully and actually tasted better than I expected. Well, thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed. And if you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.